Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. So, we kicked off again this week, playing this team, which is Landorus-T form, Kangaskhan, which is the Mega. Cresselia's got the Z move, Heatran, Tapu Fini, and Naganadel. So, Monday we had a couple of really good games. Yesterday we had that tough game starting off against that Belly Drum team that looked like it was going nowhere but a loss, but we managed to somehow turn things around. And then the second game, we just timed out on one of our move selections, which really punished us and ended up in a bit of a loss. So I'm a bit annoyed at myself still about that, and want to kind of correct that today. So hopefully we have a good couple of games. Still got some stuff to discuss on the team, like little changes that we've made, but let's get straight into this. Let us choose Johto Legend music. So that should be quite a good one. We've got our first opponent of the day right in there, playing a team of Pokemon that we haven't seen for a while, that was so prominent last season in the 17 format. Tapu Koko, Ludicolo, Pelipper, Landorus-T form, Aegislash, and Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn is very scary in rain, very slow Pokemon. It's the Trick Room deterrent on my opponent's team, you've got to imagine. And Aegislash is like every team has got an Aegislash on it now. So that's something to consider when you are building, to make sure you've got ways around the Aegislash. So what are we going to do here? I feel like Naganadel could be really good for us here with Kang as a lead, especially with that Tailwind support. I do feel like we need Heatran. It seems really like ridiculous saying we need Heatran here, but I feel like we do. I mean, one thing we could do is lead Naganadel, because we probably outspeed Ludicolo in the rain, but we might not as well. People might be kind of teching for that. We could lead. No. Let's bring Finny and let's bring Heatran. Feels strange not bringing Landorus, especially with Tapu Koko on my opponent's team, because it's probably going to have access to Thunder to take advantage of that rain. But if we can get the Tailwind up with Naganadel, we'll be in a decent enough position, but we'll see. So we'll lead off with Kang, Naganadel, and we'll see my opponent lead off with their rain mode. Okay. So as always, I'm going to just go for the Mega Evolution. I'm going to fake out into the Pelipper, and I'm just going to actually go for a Tailwind here with Naganadel. So tempting to want to go for that Sludge Bomb, but I feel like if we can get some sort of speed control going, then it's going to be quite helpful. So there's a fake out from the Ludi into Naganadel. So we're just trading fake outs here. Okay. So Pelipper probably wants to go for a Tailwind this next turn. I wonder if it's in Sludge Bomb range. I expect the Ludi to go for a big water type attack into Kang now. One thing we could do, I feel like I need to just get the Tailwind up, really. Get the Tailwind up, but then I want to stop the Tailwind from the Pelipper, so I'm going to go for that. Going to Sludge Bomb. I'm confident, hopefully, that the Sludge Bomb should be enough to take down this Pelipper this turn. So Pelipper actually withdraws, so we could have actually went for that. But our Adrenaline Orb is going to activate at the same time, so that's good for us. And especially if we take like a Hydro Vortex into that Kang slot. So speed will boost. There's the Z move. Is it going to be Waterium? Yeah. You've got to imagine this is into the Kang. 100%. So Finny's going to be able to take this, whereas Kang wouldn't be able to take this. Like, Finny's still going to take a lot of damage from this. Oh, it's into the Naganadel. Okay. We take this, though. Alright. So, we can get the poison as well into the Landorus. What's Ludi going to be on? I don't know if we'll... one thing we could do is go Icy Wind and just protect Naganadel, just to make sure the next turn that we outspeed the Ludicolo so we can pick up a KO there. So we'll go for a protect. Probably see a Giga... Oh, an Ice Beam. Okay, not really worrying about the Finny too much. Just a U-turn coming out. So we should get a free Icy Wind off. So as long as that Icy Wind hits, that's all we need to, like... We need to make sure our Finny has our glasses on here. Is it going to be the Pelipper to come back in? My opponent just thinking about it, taking his time. And if it's a Pelipper, I wonder how much damage the Icy Wind actually does to the Pelipper. Like a Specs Icy Wind, from the range that it's in after the fake out damage, might be enough to take it down in 2 hits. But it's not. It's going to be Tapu Koko coming in. It's going to get that electric terrain up. So the Icy Wind here is going to be really, really helpful, because we put pressure on both targets going into this next turn. So the Ludi. Okay. I'm going to switch in Kang for Finny, and I'm going to Sludge Bomb into... Like, I want to Sludge Bomb the Ludicolo, because it's the Pokemon that hasn't got Protect, but I feel like Koko would probably... Yeah, I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Koko. I feel like if we get rid of the Koko now, it's going to be a bit easier. Maybe. Yeah, so the Koko... I feel like we might see a Giga Drain come out. But if not, then we lose Naganadel, but it's... There's the Ice Beam. Yeah, so we're going to lose Naganadel. Okay. We have to bring in Finny now, regardless, because we can't bring Heatran in this situation. Does my opponent bring in the Landorus here? It is poisoned though. I think we just got Muddy War. Like, did we Muddy Water? Probably. And fake out the Ludicolo, maybe. Yeah. And then hopefully fake out Muddy Water, might put the Ludi in range for a Sucker Punch. Maybe. I doubt it though. So Ludi does flinch. There's a superpower going to come out into Kang. We do take it though. Wow. Imaginary Sash. Okay. We should take down this Landorus. And if the rain stops this turn, which I think it is going to, we will outspeed the Ludi, yeah. But obviously the Pelipper coming back in. It's going to get the rain up. So Ludi's still going to outspeed Is it gonna though? I wonder. I don't know if a Sucker Punch is gonna take it down. This range. Like, we can try. I feel like we probably want to get Finny out of here so we can get it back in with the Moonblasts rather than the Muddy Waters. It's all going to be about if this Sucker Punch... Yeah, so Pelipper's protecting here. Let's see what this Ludi goes for. Ugh, it's not enough. Giga Drain though. So we're gonna get another chance at it. Okay. But does my opponent go for Fake Out here to block the Sucker Punch? They probably do. So we could double edge into the Ludi. And I just Heat Wave really, because Heatran's not really doing much at all here. Yeah, so we actually outspeed the Ludi anyway, which is surprising. So we could have probably went for the, like, no Fake Out coming out. So we could have went for that last turn. Kang's going to go down. We're probably going to lose. Yeah, so Scald, this will take Heatran down for sure in the rain. But we do have Finny to come back in. It's just going to be whether or not we can take it. But we probably outspeed the Pelipper, to be honest. If it's not timid max speed, we should be outspeeding it. Like, we'll outspeed modest max speed variants. So we should be able to do this with just a Moonblast to be able to do the job from this range. You've got to imagine, yeah. Excellent. Good game to my opponent, and managed to come through that one unscathed. So, I still don't know if it was the right decision taking Coco down instead of the Ludi, but it felt like it was. And I guess in the end, it kind of we came out on the right side of things. So, still a tough matchup though. So we will not save that, but we will move on to our next game. And just to remind you guys, so tomorrow evening there will be no School of Hard Knocks as always, because we do a stream on a Thursday night. So do come by the stream. It starts at 8 PM UK time, and we'll be playing some Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Battle Spot doubles. Well, Battle Spot will not be playing Battle Spot doubles. We'll be playing doubles on the Battle Spot, but it'll be under the Championship battle rules tomorrow evening, so it should be a lot of fun. If you're around, do come by. The link to our Twitch channel is in the description below, and on the YouTube header there's a little Twitch icon. Just click that, it'll take you straight over, and I'll be tweeting about it as well tomorrow just to remind people. So it should be a lot of fun. We've got our next opponent anyway. Looks like a very poison heavy team with Nidoking, Crobat, Gengar, Drifblim, Tapu Lele and Tapu Bulu. So very interesting team. No Intimidate. Naganadel could be quite good here. We need to be careful because the Nidoking could be scarfed. Something we need to be a little bit cautious of. But Z Trick Room here could be good. It's the double ghosts that I don't really like too much. Like Heatran's gonna be good. I think we bring Naganadel. Do we? I don't know if we do. I think we maybe bring. Like Naganadel's really good here. Really good. But I think we go Landorus in that final slot. And I think we're going to have to rely heavily on our Trick Room mode with Cresselia. Try and get the Trick Room up, get Heatran in, get it behind a sub, protect it with Intimidates, Fake Outs like usual, and see if we can get around this team that way. I'd imagine there'll be probably, well, I was going to say there might be some hidden power ground somewhere, but I guess with the Nidoking, you kind of don't really need to rely on that. So we see an old VGC 2017 family favourite come out relief for my opponent. Drifblim, Tapu Lele. But what I am going to do is go for that Z Trick Room here. Because I can imagine a Taunt coming out. And I'm going to bring in Heatran for Kang straight away. We can't utilise the Fake Out because of the Psychic Terrain. And there's every chance that there's Riftblim. If it doesn't go for Tailwind, it might start throwing some Will-O-Wisps around. So we don't really want that happening just yet. Ooh, Gravity. We're going to see Gravity. We're going to see Hypnosis come out. Okay. Not great for us to start with. So I'm gonna go for the. I don't want to go for regular Trick Room because I want to guarantee it. Because there's every chance my opponent could still taunt the Cress. Or am I sleeping? No taunt. Tapu Lele gonna switch out. Gengar gonna come in. And we'll just protect, get around this Hypnosis. Hopefully Cress wakes up here. No. Huh. We can't do anything to get around this Hypnosis at all. And one thing we could do is just go for the Shattered Psyche into the Gengar. That should take it down. Rather than get the Trick Room up. But we probably want to get the Trick Room up ASAP. Let's go for a sub, just in case. For whatever reason they don't want to go Hypnosis into the Heatran this turn, but they're gonna. So Gengar gonna trap us in. Mega Evolve. Hypnosis into the Heatran. Does Cress wake up here though? Come on, Cress. Hex. Should take this. Just. Cress, wake up. Please, Cress, wake up. Come on. Oh! Cress, you are the worst. You are the worst. So we're going to get that max 3-turn sleep. There's nothing really we can do here. I will go for the Trick Room still. And I will go for it. I'll go for an Earth Power. But there's not a lot we can do. Drifblim is just running the show. This is devastating. And a Focus Blast. Excellent. For those low accuracy moves that are just taking advantage of this gravity. And yeah, staying asleep. When you get put to sleep, you kind of got to really hope that you get the wake ups. If you don't, then it's not ideal for you at all. Let's bring in Kang. Might get a Sucker Punch off on something. The Drifblim is gonna just go for Hypnosis, but it might give us a bit of room to get an attack off with Heatran. So we'll go Sucker Punch Gengar. And we'll go for a Heat Wave as well. Gotta imagine the Gengar might protect here, and Drifblim just go for the Hypnosis. It's the safest option, I think. Oh, we can't Sucker Punch because we're in Psychic Terrain. Fool. There we go. Getting everything we deserved. I'm thinking like, oh, we can Sucker Punch the Drifblim, and then automatically thinking because it's not levitating. And it's probably, no, we probably can't because the gravity brings everything back down. So, but that does mean, yeah, we should have brought Landorus and just Earthquake because everything should be grounded. Has the gravity run out yet? I don't know if it has. Probably hasn't. Huh. Yeah, there's not really much winning this for us. Let's see. I think we will forfeit this match. Good game to my opponent. That is an interesting team to come across, and a very good strategy as well, with the gravity being a big player there, allowing the Drifblim, which is super fast with that unburden ability after it takes the psychic seed boost, so its speed doubles, and then with something like hypnosis as well, it just shuts everything down. And like we saw, if Cresselia had woke up like one turn earlier, we would have got the Trick Room off, but still Heatran would have been put to sleep, so it would have been very difficult to do anything, but not unwinnable. But because of that final turn of sleep, and then obviously faffing around with Kangaskhan did not help at all. So that's something, another team archetype that we need to keep an eye out for. But we'll get 3 games in today, guys, because that one was such a quick one. We've got our next opponent, and they're running a team of another Excelgo that we've already seen this week. So Tapu Lele, Salamence, Tyranitar, Cresselia, and Heatran. So got that Cress Heatran core. We've got Intimidate support from the Salamence, that kind of taken over from what the Landorus would be doing otherwise. It's going to be the mega of the team. You're probably going to be looking at Excelgo with Final Gambit again, you've got to imagine. Tyranitar is going to be the weather kind of control here, and the Tapu Lele is just the terrain control. I'm going to lead Kang. I'm going to lead Lando. I'm going to bring Finny to this game for sure. And let's bring Heatran as well. See if we can make a bit of an improvement on that last game. That was just a whitewash. But I do like that strategy though. I do think it's very good. I think Gravity is a very interesting move. One we haven't really seen too much of, because it wasn't a thing in 2017 format. So interesting strategy. Feel like you need some sort of, well, terrain. Obviously if we had our terrain set up, then the hypnosis wouldn't be in effect, so that's the first thing you kind of look at if we're going up against in a best of 3 situation. If we can get terrain control ourselves, then it means they can't utilise the hypnosis, so that puts us to the plan straight away. But when you don't bring it, makes it extremely difficult, doesn't it? But enough on that last match. We'll concentrate on this one. We see my opponent lead off with the Excelgo and the Salamence. So this would have been a good place to lead Naganadel, really. Right, what are we going to do? We are going to Mega Evolve, and we are going to fake out the Excelgo. I can really feel like it just goes for the Final Gambit. Like, I feel like that's all it's there for. So we'll go for a fake out into it. We'll U-turn into the Salamence, get a bit of chip, get Landorus out of the way, and get maybe Tapu Fini onto the field. Salamence withdrawing, not wanting to stick around. Tapu Lele going to come in. So we're not going to be able to get our fake out. I'm probably going to lose something to a Final Gambit, so that's really nicely played by my opponent. You see Psychic Seed activate on the Excelgo. So boost that special defense stat a bit. I wonder what it's going to go for then. Excelgo just protects. So we get away with the dud fake out turn. And we'll be able to reposition, get a bit of control, terrain control on our side of the field, get Landorus out of here. And we'll bring in Finny. I think I'm going to withdraw Kang. To Heatran maybe. Yeah. And I'm going to Moonblast. I could Icy Wind stuff, that's the thing, like I could start just Icy Winding things, because if the Salamence decides to come back in at any point, like not that I think it will, like the Icy Wind support here is going to be quite good. So I'm going to go for the Icy Wind rather than locking any big damage right now. Because you've got to imagine the Lele probably wants to switch out to get its terrain back in as well. The Excelgo relies on its speed because it's so frail. And even with the special defensive buff that it's just received, it's still not going to want to take like a Heat Wave from a Heatran, to be honest. So, Acid Spray. Oh, okay, that's not ideal. Special defense harshly drops and a Psychic coming out. We do take it just though. Okay. Huh. Let's get the Heat Wave, and I think we get get Finny out of here. It's going to go down to something Excelgo is going to throw out at us. Do we sub with the Heatran? No, I don't think we do. I think we just Heat Wave. Let's switch out to... Let's bring in Landorus again. So Tapu Lele withdrawing. Salaman's going to come back in. You've got to imagine Excelgo wants to get rid of the Finny right now. Just protects. Alright. So we've got a free Heat Wave into this Salamence, which is good. We've also got a Landorus in unintimidated, so we can Rock Slide this next turn and just Heat Wave. I'm just going to do that. We could potentially see an Acid Spray combination come out again. And a Hyper Voice maybe. But if we can get a Rock Slide off, might be able to put this Salamence in range for a Heat Wave maybe. At least, you never know. Final Gambit coming out. Okay. So Rock Slide's going to be a single target attack now. Do connect. Good damage. What's this Heat Wave? It's going to go for a Hyper Voice. Does Salamence Heatran take this? Nah. Oh, we do. Okay. Oh. But Salamence avoiding. Like the Heat Wave would have definitely taken it down there. Really unlucky. Okay. Tapu Lele coming back in. We know it's not Scarf Tapu Lele. I think we just go for the same play again. We go for a Rock Slide. That will take the Salamence down. It should do enough chip to the Lele, and if the Lele doesn't target the Heatran, then we should chip it with... Oh, it is Scarfed. Huh. Okay. That's weird. Okay. So I figured because the Excelgo earlier went before the Lele. Wow. Okay. It's made things a little bit difficult for us. So we're going to take a Hyper Voice no matter what. Let's fake out the Lele. No, because we just take a Hyper Voice, won't we? Like, that's the thing. Was my opponent gonna just leave the Salamence in to, like, is it gonna protect? That's the thing. You've got to think it probably does. If he withdraws anything, it's gonna be the Lele to get that Psychic Terrain back up on the field. Yeah. So as long as the Salamence doesn't protect here, we might be alright. I don't know though. It's not looking ideal for us. Yeah, Salamence just protects. We are going to get a Moonblast into this Cresselia, which is good, I guess, but... Okay, so, special attack drop, which is helpful. Does the Salamence stay in now? We've got to Sucker Punch that slot. I guess we Sucker Punch and we Moonblast it to kind of cover ourselves, because if the Salamence switches out, then... Yeah. So we get that. Where's the crest going now? The crest goes into the Finny, right? I've got to imagine it does. Psychic into Finny, yeah. I don't know if Kang takes a Psychic in a Psychic terrain. Probably not a Psychic. A double Psychic, not one from... I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We just gotta go for the double edge. We can't Sucker Punch, obviously, with the Psychic Terrain being up on the field. We might take it, but I don't know if we take a Psychic from the Lele and then a Psychic from the Crest. That's the only thing. Soon find out, though. If we get through this turn, take down the Lele, that Crest is definitely in range for a double edge though, so we could win. It's all about just how solid a Pokemon Kang is in this situation. Here's the Psychic. Oh. No, there's no way we take a Psychic from the Cresselia, especially not after the recoil either. No. Icy Wind. Okay. That was risky, I think, because Icy Wind's not got the best accuracy, and I think if that misses there, then my opponent loses. Whereas there was no risk of just going for a Psychic in that turn. But hey ho, good game to my opponent. Bit unfortunate there, but. Feel like we could have taken that game, very close, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We are going to wrap things up there. We got a couple of extra games in, well, an extra game in than we normally do. So let me know your thoughts and your comments about today's games. I feel like this team is really being exploited. It's a hard core to kind of run straight up without some major kind of overhauls, because I feel like everyone is prepared for it. Everyone's got ghost types, everyone's got their terrain control, weather and things like that. And I feel like the team on a whole doesn't function as well as it probably did a couple of seasons ago in the format. I feel like there's been a lot of changes since then, and it's probably not as versatile as it probably once was. So it's going to be nice playing with obviously a new team next week. So I have enjoyed playing this team though. It's good, but I think there are a lot of overhauls to make with it, and I will try and do a team analysis on this team to discuss those as well, but that might be a little further down the line, because with Turin coming up this coming weekend, I'm going to be pretty full on busy, and then we've got a lot of other stuff on the channel as well at the moment, like the competitive guides, the advent calendar stuff, the playthrough. So once that is all finished, it'll give me a bit more room to do the other things. So we will look at it in future, and I think it's a team we'll probably come back to at some point as well and have a look at, because I feel like there is a lot of potential there. It's just I think a lot of tweaking needs to be made to kind of suit this format rather than previous ones where it was so dominant. But that is a conversation for another time. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you as always for tuning in and watching. I do hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. Leave a like, sub, and all that jazz. And I hope you can make the stream tomorrow night. It's at 8 p.m. UK time over on our Twitch channel. Again, it's linked in the description below. So do let me know if you're around, and I would love to have you come and hang out with us for a couple of hours. So it'll be a lot of fun. But until Friday, when we'll be back and we'll be playing the last time with this team, I will see you then. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves and bye bye.